Very good morning to all of you children. As you know that we are continuing with the lesson sound, and in our last class we learned about the terms that you have to know about the waves, sound waves or any waves. These are the terms that you have to know. Those we learned about amplitude, time period, oscillation, wavelength, frequency. All these are very important, children. And today we will learn how the quality of sound differs. So have you seen anytime there is a lot of difference between the sound, the voice of a small boy and the voice of a grown-up adult boy. Nothing but man, right? So the voice of the man is more deep and we call it as a gruff, deep voice. Whereas the voice of the females or the voice of small kids is like it is high pitched sound. It is called as shrill. Okay, there is a lot of difference. Now let us know what are the different factors that affect the quality of sound, children. Okay, as you know that sound is a form of mechanical waves. It needs a medium for its propagation. So you can understand now that the sound quality majorly depends upon the medium through which it is flowing or propagating. Say for example, sound waves travel the maximum. We know that the sound travel, the speed of the sound is maximum in solids, right? So in a solid medium, as you can see here, the speed is maximum. You can consider over here, the medium plays a major role. If it is a gaseous medium, the speed of the sound is just 330 meters per second approximately. Whereas if it is liquid, water, at about 20 degrees Celsius, so it has a speed of about 1482 meters per second. If it is a solid like an iron or something, then we have greatest, like you can see 5200 meters per second. When compared to this, the speed of light is like, there's a whole lot difference. It's like very greater. It's a lot greater than the speed of sound. So that's the reason why when there is a lightning in the sky, okay, when there is a lightning strike in the sky, then you see the lightning first, because the speed of light is like 3 lakh kilometers per second, right children? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, the speed of light. Whereas the speed of sound is just air, it is 331 meters per second. So that's the reason why first you see the sound, first you see the light of the lightning, and then we hear the thundering sound. Did you get that? Now, as you can see that the type of medium, because it's a mechanical wave, the elasticity, the density and the type of medium, mainly the density, elasticity and the temperature of the medium also play a vital role in actually in the kind of sound that is produced. Okay, with what speed it moves. All this depends upon the medium, the density of the medium. You can see that air is least denser. That's why the speed is also less. So solids are most dense. That's why the speed is more there. Got it, children? And apart from the medium, the temperature of the medium also plays a vital role, children. If you see air at 0 degrees Celsius, the speed of the sound will be 331 meters per second. But if it is at 20 degrees Celsius, if the air is 20 degrees Celsius, temperature of the air is 20 degrees Celsius, then the speed is little higher, that is 348 meters per second. So near to 350 meters per second. So you can see that water also, if it is at 20 degrees Celsius, this is the thing. But if it just it is made into hot steam or boiled water at 100 degrees Celsius, the speed is even more. Okay, so the temperature, as the temperature increases, the speed of the sound also it has an effect. If the medium, the temperature of the medium increases, the speed also increases, children. Okay, whereas pressure has no effect on the speed of the sound. Pressure has no effect at all. Okay. Let's come to the frequency. These two are very important concepts, children. This will actually let us know the quality. Actually, these two will decide the quality of sound that is produced, children. What is frequency? In our last class, we learnt about frequency. What is it, children? Number of waves produced in 1 second. That means in 1 second time, how many waves are crossing or nothing but produced in 1 second. What is time period? The time taken for one complete oscillation. That is different. What is frequency? Frequency is nothing but number of waves that are produced in 1 second. Got it, children? So now here I have like drawn two graphs here. In our last class we saw, so similar to these diagrams we saw. Now this is time, we take time on x-axis, and y-axis we take the displacement, right children? Now you see, this is 1 second, the time is constant in both the cases. In A and B, the time is constant. What is the time that we have taken here? 1 second only. In 1 second, how many waves are produced here? Can you count, children? One up and one trough. So here see, you can see here, this is one wave, and from here to here another wave, from here to here another wave, and from here to here another wave. How many are there, children, here? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 waves in 1 second. What is it? 4 waves in 1 second. And here you can see it is just one crest and one trough. So it is just one wave. So you can understand that A is having more frequency, greater frequency than B case. Case A it has more frequency than case B. Got it, children? So frequency, now listen to it now. Very, very important, children. Frequency and pitch. Pitch means you can understand that the difference between female and male's voice. Female voice is higher pitched voice, and men's voice is deep. It has low pitch. It's called as gruff. Got it, children? Now you see, pitch and frequency both are related to each other. How they are related? How are they related? We will know now. If the frequency is more, if the frequency is higher, then the pitch of the sound will also be higher. Correct? What is it? When the frequency of the wave is increased, the pitch also will be increased. Nothing but if there is a higher frequency, the pitch also will be higher, and that high pitched sound is called as shrill. What is it called, children? Shrill. High pitched sounds. What is it? If the frequency is low, you get a sound which is called as gruff. Gruff is a low pitch sound. The pitch also reduces and it is called as gruff. So when the frequency is increased, what kind of sound do we get? We get a sound that is high pitched sound, that's called as shrill. If the frequency is decreased, then we get a sound called gruff, the low pitched sound. So frequency, as the frequency increases, pitch also increases. We can say that they are directly related to each other. Frequency increasing, pitch also increasing. Frequency decreasing, pitch also decreases. Now amplitude. What do you mean by amplitude, children? Yesterday I told you, na? What is that? Amplitude is nothing but the maximum displacement of the particles of the medium. You can see here, this is a wave, and this distance from the main position, you can see that the line drawn here, this is the main position, and now from here, how much is the particle vibrating? So this is the maximum displacement, highest point on the wave. So the distance between mean position and the highest point of wave is called as the amplitude. Now this has got to do something with the loudness of the sound. See, the more the amplitude, the louder the sound will be. Got it, children? The sound waves, we can say that when the amplitude increases, the loudness of the sound also increases. If the amplitude decreases, the loudness of the sound also decreases. Got it, children? These also are both directly related to each other. If the amplitude increases, that means if the vibrations, the amount of deviation or nothing but the disturbance, if it increases, then the loudness also, the sound will be very loud. How is the quality of the sound here? Very loud. And if it is decreases, the sound quality also, the sound loudness also decreases. Correct? Now here are two cases again, case A and case B. So look at the nature of the waves here. Now this is the amplitude and this is the amplitude of this wave. Can you see? Now in which case do you think the amplitude is more? Obviously, you can know that from the diagram, you can know that A has got more amplitude. So which sound will be louder here? A. This sound will be louder. So such questions can be asked in the examination. I may simply give away the graphical representation like this, and I'll ask you to find out in which case the pitch will be higher, in which case the sound will be gruff, something like that, or which case the sound will be very louder, something like that I may ask in the examination. Got it, children? Did you understand? More frequency, that means more number of waves in 1 second. More frequency, high pitch. Less frequency, gruff. More amplitude, you can see the height. Amplitude is nothing but like height. The height, if the amplitude is more, loud. If the amplitude is less, nothing but low voice. Okay, low sound. So this is about the factors affecting sound, children. In my next video, we will be learning about the musical instruments, how they work, and but mainly the difference between music and noise, children. We'll learn about some more concepts from the chapter sound. Okay? If you have any doubts, please ask me. Don't hesitate, children. We want response from you, children. If you don't respond to the lessons or video, how will we know whether you are following it or not? Okay? Please do ask. You get doubts because some new concepts have been introduced without getting any doubts. If you don't get doubts, it means that you're not following properly. Okay? Please do ask if you get any doubts, and do study. Please do read the textbook. Okay? And I'm just teaching you some other points also, some extra information topics also, because you have to understand the concept well, children. Please do refer your textbook. You will know what are the different concepts that I'm teaching. Okay? Do follow the classes well, children. If you get any doubt, please ask me.